Hello and welcome to News Now. I am Omobolanli Adeshui. President Muhammad Buhari on Tuesday described the outgoing Secretary General of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, Mohammed Barkindo, as a worthy ambassador of the country. According to a statement signed by his special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, Buhari said this when he received Barkindo at the State House, Abuja. The president said posterity will remember Barkindo kindly for making the nation and himself proud during his 6 years of meritorious service at the helm of affairs as the fourth OPEC Secretary General from Nigeria. Quote, "There is no doubt about your efforts in putting together the Declaration of Cooperation, which is the largest in the history of OPEC and the global oil industry, and also the longest in duration in the history of the organization. This was a Herculean task." And that's quoting the president. In his remarks, Barkindo attributed his success to the tremendous guidance, charisma, and international gravitas of President Muhammad Buhari's support from the OPEC Secretariat in Vienna and cooperation by members of the organization. And the federal government has restated its appeal to the states to cooperate in ensuring that herders embrace ranching in ending the perennial farmers-herders clashes. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, restated the appeal in London during his engagements with some international media houses. Speaking on the outcome of his respective engagements, the minister said issues on security, economy, fighting corruption, and the power sector took the center stage. Mohammed said President Buhari's administration had been able to find workable solutions to the perennial farmers-herders conflict worsened by climate change, forest desertification, and demographic growth. All we are asking, quoting him now, is for states to cooperate more with the federal government to ensure that ranching takes place in their state, end of quote. The minister added that President Buhari's administration had taken very bold transformation steps to open up the economy. He said they massively invested in infrastructure development as a key to unleashing growth, connecting communities, and helping in bridging the gap between the have and have-not. And the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, has raised hopes of students that it is close to calling off the ongoing strike action that has lasted for over 3 months. ASUU on Monday issued a condition that will cause it to immediately call off the strike that led to the closure of many public universities in Nigeria. Professor Emmanuel Osodeke, ASUU president, challenged the federal government to accept the University Transparency and Accountability Solution, UTAS payment platform for it to call off the ongoing strike. The ASUU president said their demands are in the interest of Nigerian students who are learning in unconducive environments. Quote, "We are simply waiting for the government to sign the agreement. Once that is done, we will call off the strike," end of quote. And the Niger state government yesterday suspended mining activities in 3 local government areas, including Shiroro, where 7 mobile policemen were killed by terrorists last week. The other 2 local government areas are Monya and Rafi, where terrorism and banditry have risen to terrible levels. The attack on the Ajata Aboki mining site in Shiroro local government area resulted in an ambush of security men by the terrorists, leading to the massacre of no fewer than 40 security agents. 4 Chinese and some locals were also abducted by the terrorists during the raid. The secretary to the state government, Alhaji Ahmed Ibrahim Matane, in a statement which was made available to journalists in Mina, said the decision to suspend mining activities in the affected areas is as a result of escalating insecurity in those areas in recent times. It is observed that those mining sites now attract or even accommodate criminals with respective threats to the security of lives and property, end of quote. He said any mining operator caught engaging in mining activities in the areas mentioned would face the full wrath of the law. Consequently, Matane said the state government has directed security agencies in the state to profile all mining sites in the affected local government areas to ascertain their genuineness. The government scribe assured the people that the state government would not scale down the pressure on the bandits, kidnappers, cattle rustlers, and other criminal elements in the state until they are flushed out of the state. He, however, urged the people of the state to be security conscious and report all suspicious characters, movement, or objects in their communities to security agents. An acting governor of Edo State, Comrade Philip Shuaibu, has reassured the people and residents of the state government's commitment to ensuring that the state is safe. Igboje Korea reports that the acting governor made this known after an emergency state security council meeting with stakeholders at the government house, Benin City.
Commenting on the reason for the meeting, the acting governor, Comrade Philip Shuaibu, said the state government is strengthening its security architecture and reviewing strategies to guarantee the safety and security of residents across the state. The acting governor said the state government is working hard to secure worship centers and communities across the state.
Work in progress, but I can tell you that by the grace of God, things will be fine. And we've discussed a whole lot of issues. And in the coming weeks, in the implementation of those issues, you will see. We have all brainstormed, and all the issues that were raised, we are all looking at it to make sure that we are able to secure not just our churches, but also secure our communities, because the issue of community was also a very important issue that were raised. So we are beyond securing our churches and our security and our leaders. We also deliberated on the general public and the communities.
Edo State Commissioner of Police Abutu Yaro on the spot said the Emergency Security Council meeting is to review the security situation in the state and adopt measures that are relevant to the needs of the moment and that of the future. Other attendees at the meeting also gave their opinions on the issue.
We have just finished our Emergency Security Council meeting, and we have reviewed the situation of the moment and the overall security of the state. We have adopted measures that are relevant to the needs of the moment and the needs of the future. And we wish to inform all persons in Edo State and beyond that the government of Edo State is on top of the situation, and people should be reassured once more that in spite of the situation of the moment, the ship of state is under control and the security is stable and well coordinated.
To the church in Edo State, I want us to know that God is on our side, and the government have also taken a decision in standing with the church to deal with this issue and to bring about authentic security of lives, security of profits, and security of the church.
The emergency security meeting was after the kidnap of two Catholic priests on the Benin Auchi Road. Igboje Korea reporting for iBrandTV News.
And now to Africa scene, where Angola's capital Luanda will host on Wednesday an attempt at mediation between the president of the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, and neighboring Rwanda. The meeting takes place against a background of tensions between the two countries. Angolan President João Lourenço will receive his counterpart Felix Tshisekedi and Paul Kagame, as relations between the two countries have been deteriorating for several weeks amid the resurgence of the M23 rebel movement and the intensification of fighting in eastern DRC. Kinshasa accuses Kigali of supporting the rebels, a claim denied by Rwandan authorities. Defeated in 2013, the M23 Tutsi-dominated movement took up arms again at the end of last year, blaming the Congolese authorities for not respecting an agreement for the demobilization and reintegration of its fighters. In May and June, M23 attacks caused the death of several dozen civilians. More than 170,000 people were displaced to neighboring Uganda. Last month, East African leaders agreed to set up a regional force to try to end the conflict.